I am back and ready to do my hair because it needs to be done, because it just needs to be done. I've had it pulled back for a couple of days, but it's time to get it done. I mean, it's tapered in the back. I don't know if you can see that, but it's tapered, but it's still long enough for me to pull it back in a ponytail. So I'll still do it when I can, or when I need to. Freshly washed hair. And I'm going to be using, I mean, at this point, it probably is my favorite product. It's my favorite product. It's the Doux. Like, I am so obsessed. I mean, I have the foam. This is what we'll use today. I'm doing a wash and go. Did I say that? It's a wash and go. But we'll be using the foam today. I have the wash and go leave-in curl refreshener, edge control. I have crazy sexy curl. I have the mist. I have B-Girl. And this one right here, my fave. It is like literally empty, but it's my fave. But I'm gonna do the foam today because my dry time be crazy and I'm ready for it to dry, because sometimes it takes my hair a long time to dry. So freshly washed hair. I have never used the Doux shampoo, and I guess because I haven't, the only reason I haven't is because I don't never see it in the store. It's never in my local beauty supply store, so that's why I don't buy it. But I mean, I will buy it. I just need to buy it, order it offline, and I just haven't done it yet. So, so we're just gonna detangle my hair and get to it. Ooh, I'm a little struggling today. This is one of my favorite products, y'all. I mean, it just does right for my hair. I guess 4C girlies, I really don't know my hair, I guess type, texture, whatever, but I guess I'm a 4C. But when it works, I mean, it just works. And I haven't had a product that does my hair, that defines my curls the way that this one does. And she wins every time. So we're just gonna untangle. Oh, she is kinky today, but we'll get through it. All right, so there we go. So I'm gonna follow directions, which I normally don't follow the directions as she gives, but I'm gonna follow directions today for the sake of this video. You know, sometimes I have a rebellious spirit. I typically wear mine part on the side. I do a little side part. So I normally part that first before I do anything. And y'all bear with me if this angle not right, because y'all know your girl is still learning. I'm still learning. So hopefully I'm doing good. I feel like the camera is too high because I'm not that tall, but I feel like we're gonna make it do what it do. So I just normally part mine beforehand so I know. Oh, did I bring my clips? Okay. And I don't necessarily part it great. I like to part that piece good, but the back piece I don't, but I still like to, because sometimes I pull it to the side and sometimes I pull it to the front. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now, so I'm just still gonna kind of part it, a rough part, so I know where it's going. And then I normally, I'm gonna try to follow directions. So she says with the foam, you want to foam the hair all over, and I typically don't do that. I typically spray. I feel like I can't. I might do another one where I follow her directions, but today, I think I'm gonna do it the way that I normally do it. So I normally section off, and then I get my little clips. Just put these on first. And because I want my hair to fall a certain way is why I do this. So I clip it off. So I know, at least the front part. So I know which way I want my hair to lay, and I don't pull it back when I want this to lay forward. I feel like when I see a lot of people, it's one girl in particular that I see do a wash and go, and it drives me crazy because she touches it. And it's like, with the wash and go, do not touch it. Like, don't touch it, and make sure it is saturated in water. Like, you need it wet, okay? And maybe, well, for my texture here, I don't know about everybody else's texture, but for me, you need it wet. It needs to be wet, 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 wet. So I don't part in the back. I kind of just, I feel it with my finger. My hair is, I wear it like this all the time, so naturally I can feel my parts. But make sure it's wet, really, really wet. And then you're gonna get your phone. Ooh, I wish I can follow directions and do it the way she say. And because my back is tapered, I just kind of rake it down. I feel like I gotta do it again because I gotta follow directions. But yeah, then I just kind of pull this through. This is really small, so it really doesn't, it's short, should I say. So it really doesn't do much, but I will try to like do a little coil just to define the curls. But you're gonna see with this product, it doesn't take much to define the curls because it does what it's supposed to do. Like, hands down, one of my faves. All right, so we got the back done, just that little back piece. And now I'll go in. So I just rake my finger through to make sections. And you'll be able to see when I get closer to the front. But then I pull the foam through. And you can already see like how the curls are popping. I'm not a coil girl. You'll see me do a little twist, but that's just making sure I get the product straight, get the product through from root to ends. But I don't like coils. I don't like it. I don't prefer it. I don't prefer it on my hair. It's not my go-to thing that I do. I am a natural curl pattern kind of girl. I don't really ever do, what is it called? Two-strand. Never really. I may have done that maybe 2 or 3 times. And I've been natural for a very long time. So I try to get the product through the hair as much as possible. And you can kind of see, even I'm working in the back, you can kind of see how it's coming out already. Can you see? I'm gonna try to get closer. And after a while, if you do this enough, your hair will just start shaping. It'll start going to that, but as you can see. Yep. Just make sure it's wet, make sure it's detangled. And I literally just do this all the way to the top. If I feel like it's still getting a little kinky, I'll just comb it through. Making sure I got it. And then I'll just add a little bit more water. Don't be afraid of the water, girls. I feel like we be so nervous to wet the hair. Wet the hair. Put water on the hair and put the product on the hair. I didn't show you how much I did. Let me see, 3, 4. That's about 5 pumps, and just watch. I just pull it through. And I just kind of do it like this to make sure the product is just touching every strand possible. Now, I can say that when I've seen the right way done online, it makes it a little bit easier, but I just feel like I've done it this way for so long. This is just how I do it. And I need to trim. So some of the ends are just being real funny. And I don't really, I let the curls fall like how they fall. Like I don't really try to, if it's a big clunk, I leave it that way. If it's a small one, I leave it. I let the hair kind of separate, naturally separate. And I'll show you more when I get to the front. And then if I feel like this one, like I can kind of tell that the end didn't look as saturated, I just go in and make sure I rub it through. All right, we almost at the top, child. I love my wash and go though. I feel like most girlies that wear the 2-strand typically wear, 4C girls love a 2-strand. I just have never been a 2-strand girly. I think I'll separate that more. Yep, see how I just grab it and keep pulling it through. And see, I'm not touching what's already been done. Once it's done, like, don't touch it. Leave her be. And I'll just spray a little bit more water. Sometimes I'll put a bag, like a cap on my hair to keep it, wet so it's not drying out, like how my front is kind of getting dry right now. All right, so now I get to see the top, how the top be working. Now I'm gonna not sit under the dryer. I'm going to use my hand dryer to dry it, and I'll be back to show you how it turns out. wash and go. Okay, so I'm primarily dry. I use the mist. I like to spray this on my hair before I fluff it out because I feel like it helps like keep the curls intact, I guess, make it less frizzy to me. But, and then just get a pick and then lift it up some. And again, I don't like to pick a lot because it's gonna get old anyway, but if you like big hair, don't care, it's for you. But I'll do a little bit of that. And then I kind of like to tuck mine behind my ear a little bit. Yeah. She's cute. Let's back up. Yep. And she's done. And of course you can pick more, but like I said, on my first day, I don't like to pick as much because I know it's gonna get old with time. And then if you have some curls that you don't like this one's not my favorite, but we gonna leave it today. But yeah, that's it. And I don't know, she's done. Yeah, do we like that? Yeah, behind the ears a little bit more. She's done, that's it.